Yo, what's up guys, Max here, and today I'll be showing you how to get better at Arena Mode in Fortnite FAST. I'll also be giving you the best tips to get more points in Arena Mode and in future tournaments, so you should definitely stick around for the whole video as it's packed with lots of useful information. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So I've recently hit Champion League, which if you didn't know is the highest division you can get to in Arena Mode, and let me tell you, it wasn't as easy as it sounds. I've struggled a bit along the way, but by the end of the ride I had things figured out, and that's why I'm here to show you exactly how to get better at Arena in Fortnite. Alright, so as all of you probably know by now, you get points for kills and placement in Arena Mode. And this means that you can approach this two ways. You can either try W key the whole game and try to get as many kills as you can, or you can try and play for endgame and possibly get that sweet victory royale. But either way, you'll get rewarded. And from my experience, I highly suggest that you get as many points as you can from kills in the earlier divisions. And once you get into Division 5, that's when stuff starts getting real. I recommend that you guys slow it down from there and start going for drops that aren't as popular as Tilted but still bring in a few people, like Lazy Lagoon, Salty Springs and so on. And the main reason for that is you have to pay bus fare in higher divisions, which means games will cost you points, and if you die a lot then you'll see yourself drop points relatively quickly, especially in duos. Alright, now that we've covered that, let me give you guys the steps to success in Arena Mode. So first of all, you need to pick a landing spot that you're going to use consistently. I suggest picking one of the Red Expedition outposts or one of the pirate camps. And I'd say these spots will be way more useful for players who are currently struggling with getting points, as these places will most of the time provide you with ballers, which have just been nerfed, but they're still excellent for mobility as you can't get shot through them, which makes your rotation in the later game much safer. But if you're not good at using ballers, or you simply just don't want to land in these places, I've got some backups for you, but choose wisely. Things that make a landing spot good in competitive Fortnite are things like vending machines, as they'll provide you with easy loot and a chance of getting a top tier weapon right off the bat. And another thing that you have to look for when picking a landing spot is the mobility at that place, such as ballers, squad crashes and hoverboards. And finally, materials. Metal and brick in particular, because you can get wood pretty much anywhere on the map. And I'd suggest places like Junk Junction, this place next to the volcano, and this place pretty close to Paradise Palms. The next thing you want to do after picking a landing spot is master your landing for it. This is very important because you need to be one of the first to land to be able to get guns quicker than the other players. And that will hopefully allow you to pick up some cheap kills in the early game. I would prioritize getting weapons like pump shotguns or SMGs in the early game, as they are very good up close and will help you clear out your enemies. If you really want to perfect your drops, you can of course go into playground mode and try and land at the place you chose a few times. Oh, and by the way, I want to quickly cover one thing that will probably change the way you loot. In competitive, you should run this setup right here. You want to have a shotgun, which is an absolute necessity, an SMG or an AR, or both most of the time. And next you want to have something like minis or slurps. It's always better to carry shields over things like bandages and medkits. And finally, for the last slot. The last slot needs to be something that is either a power weapon or some explosives or throwables, like clingers, dynamite or stink bombs for example. Boogie bombs are also very good if used correctly. A power weapon in Fortnite is something that is used to its advantage in tight games, so if you don't pick up these weapons in Arena or Cup games in Fortnite, you're making it worse for yourself. The weapons that hold that massive value are the heavy sniper, the rocket/grenade launcher, and the minigun. The legendary and epic pump is up there, but in my opinion they don't hold as much value as the weapons I just mentioned. So say you land at the location you chose and slay out and get 1 to 4 kills. After that, you want to be farming up until you are maxed out on everything, unless you can't find any more mats around you. And when that is the case, start heading to the next zone. Usually you don't want to box up in the first zone if you're going for placement, as that is just a waste of materials unless you're using wood. So I'd say you should wait for zones 3 and 4. Meanwhile, you can be running around looting and breaking things if you're not maxed out on materials, and if you really wish, you can try and W key someone, if you have a lot of shield and health supplies with you, that is, along with something like a power weapon or some explosives. It's also great to keep some mobility with you so that you can rotate quicker to the next zone, however this isn't necessary. When you are at something like zone 3 or 4, you'll see players drop into 50s, 40s or less, and that's when you want to base up. Don't build a massive fort, as that's just a waste of mats. Just try do a 2x1 like I do here. Make sure you're somewhere near a building of some sort, so that when you're doing that it will allow you to replenish some materials that you will need so badly for the end game. Once you see the next zone, it's always better to rotate early, but do be careful. I'd say you should build behind you and to the side occasionally with a wood or brick to avoid getting shot, instead of just running through the open. Now this is the important moment. When you hit top 25, you win the points you paid for the bus fare, and maybe even profit if you have some kills. It's time to focus for top 15 and top 5 points, and possibly 3 points for that victory royale. If you have any rifts or launch pads that will allow you to win some time and be able to reposition in the end game, and make sure you drag as least people into the rift with you as possible, and you're good. When the zones are moving, it is very chaotic, especially if the zone is going up a mountain. And when the zone is moving, it's time to shine. If you're behind people and rotating late, you'll be able to get cheap kills on people that are possibly weak, so try and capitalize off of that. Edit plays are also going to be huge in the last zones, so if you know how to edit quickly, you're good to go. And that is that. Doesn't sound so easy getting points now, eh? But everything is possible with practice, so good luck to everyone who's trying to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup or just wants to get better at higher end Fortnite. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and comment what you want me to go over in the next video. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.